welcome back to part 6 of the single player Drive Beyond Horizon series. We're going to give it a go again today and see if we can find that elusive back window for our musket. Muscoat? I'm not sure how it's pronounced. There it is. Let's see if we have any luck today. Ooh, almost got too far out the roll and got sent to the bowls. No reason to stop there. We'll stop at all the motels and god dang it. Well, that's not bad actually. I mean, we lost the windshield, but I guess I'll keep it up there. Yeah, it broke. But you know what? I think that's been the safest wreck we've had so far. Granted, if the car turned, it wouldn't have happened, but no, that goes to the other car, to the Phoenix Firebird knockoff. But yeah, I can't complain about a wreck like that. That was much more manageable. I don't really even see a reason to stop. We'll stop at all the big places like motels, big gas station. I feel like there was a third thing, and I can't think of it. Oh well. Garages. That was the third one. The ones with the wacky waveable arm flailing tube mans. Because this place, I've had good luck with the motel. It usually just spawns a bit of everything. I just think it just spawns so many items you have pretty good chances of getting stuff. Let's see. If you can find another spare windshield, I'll put mine back on again. I'm just not taking the chance of uh, losing it, if not having an extra. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Well, let's go for the next stop. I didn't check my YouTube today, but I wonder if I actually got any comments yet on anything. I should check YouTube after this video, see if maybe somebody actually left a comment. And I ain't got many, but I think I got like 20 or 30 subs. How many of them even remember that they ever subbed me? I don't know. I think most of them are from 7 or 8 years ago. No, that's a Dada. Come on, get back on the road. I don't like being off-road. There's scary yucca trees. And this is one of the large gas stations. Couldn't think of what they was called. I struggle with words more often than not anymore. Might have something to do with the cyst on my brain, might not. Unsure. That don't look like a hood. I don't know what it is. It don't look like a hood. Oh. Huh. You know, I was just trying to get out of the way, but I didn't actually know you could put that up there. Alright, well, let's go try the next place. I'm trying to decide what is best. If I should get a new headset, a good headset, or just get a dedicated mic. If anybody actually watches this and gets to this part of the video and knows anything about that, uh, let me know. Right now I'm leaning towards dedicated mic. It just seems like it would be more useful. And I've always preferred audio out of my desktop anyways, out of my speakers, rather than through a headset. I ain't got very good hearing on one side, so headphones just kind of aggravate me. We'll go over there once I'm sure we're slowed down enough to turn. Radio towers seem to always be a 50-50 on whether they're useful or not. Or, well, 50-50 might be generous. It might be closer to, I don't know, 30-70 split? Maybe less even. See, like, I already have it, but there was my gauge cluster. Oh, it's a starter. Always got random stuff. Well, I was gonna light a cigarette, my pack's empty. We're gonna get up to this garage, look through it, and then I'm going to look on my desk. I think I had a new pack I set over there in my drawer, but I ain't sure. Well, it ain't looking like there's much here. I will nab the gold paint, because I am pretty sure our next car is going to be gold. Give me this sponge. I don't have any. We'll take 4 sponges. We'll take more than 4 sponges. We'll have to clean a bunch, and the sponges don't last nearly as long as the brushes. Although you get pretty shit brushes too from time and again. Try and get everything ready for this next car we're going to be getting, hopefully today. Huh. Just reached through that. I don't know why I was jumping. Well, I'm just going to grab all the cleaning supplies. Well, I guess that brush is part of the sponge pile now. Alright, now did I leave? Yeah, right here in this bag on my desk. I knew I brought them back here. I don't think there's anything on Twitch about having, or not having, smoking on streams or anything. I don't really know a lot about Twitch's rules. I know they're hit or miss, or whether they like you or not. But beyond that, I really don't know much. Much better. If anyone is curious why I smoke at all, don't know really why you would be, but if you are, it's a Lucky Strike, unfiltered. Old school. I don't much like the more modern cigarettes. I don't like the way a filter tastes. And filters tend to make me cough from now and then. Although they're getting to be hard to find these days. I can have some places special order them for me, but then they want to try it and charge $10, $12, $14 a pack. That's just ain't worth it. Every now and again, there's this truck stop on the highway near me. They'll get them in stock, and they're only about $6. I was in there the other day and walked out with 18 packs, just shy of 2 cartons. Kind of like smoke them with you got them, but instead more of a buy them if you got them, then smoke them. There ain't nothing here. Double tap to see there. Yeah, this is the road over here. Well, if anybody is watching, how's your day? How's life? How's everything treating you? Be my car. Nope. Well, is there gold paint? You are not gold. You are. I'll take that paint just because those ones are hard to find too. Yeah, I think our next car will be gold. And then if I don't have any comments suggesting the color of the car after that, I don't know. Black? Yeah, I'll probably do black for the third car. I don't think I've painted a car black yet in the game to see how it looks. I think I painted a piece once to look at the color. I don't know if I talk enough. I feel like I go quiet for too long. It could be my imagination. Yeah, let's just stop that before I hit that pole right there. Yeah, I try to keep my mouth moving. I ain't very good at it yet. Not sure what to talk about or what to say. Because I don't want to bring politics into it, and I'm not exactly the most informed on that subject anyways. I don't know a whole lot about cars to talk about that while driving. Played a lot of games in my life. Worked at a lot of factories. I could talk about how bad the meat quality is in factories. Or in more recent years, I've worked with dry ice and plastic manufacturing. I can tell you both those things suck. Dry ice factory was just being trapped in a hot, humid box all day where you could hardly breathe because of the CO2 levels, which were often above what OSHA would allow. But, you know how factories are. They tend to kind of sugarcoat their way around it. Like, oh, well, we're counting that. But then they all scramble when somebody big actually shows up. Like inspectors. Then they're all over it. They have machines off and everything so that the CO2 is not as high. I think this goes to a different car. Yeah, it goes to the C whatever, I think. lots of lots of the factories where I live and the ones I've worked at have a turnover rate above 95%. They can't keep people employed. The management is. Let's just go with the management's a joke. Oh, I don't even like to think about the management. I don't know how half these places are still around. But it is what it is. I think the thing I dislike the most about the factories nowadays is you're bust your ass for a barely livable wage. At least factories used to be pretty good money before. Nowadays they're not. Or at least not the factories around me. Like where I live right now, my local gas stations are all about 3 to 3.30. I'd say the average is about 3.10 for a gallon of gas. Food's expensive. Oh, my living situation ain't bad. I was smart and instead of scraping by with this or that or nickel and diming in an apartment, I threw away my pride and I bought a little shitty rink-a-dink trailer in a trailer park. So I saved money on that. Although the lot rent just keeps going up. When I first bought this place and moved in, which was only about 4 years ago, my lot rent was only $250. Now it's $385, and they went around and gave everybody an envelope to let them know that at the end of the year rent's going up another $80 for just the lot. So I can't say it's the best. It's getting expensive enough now to where I'm kind of looking at pulling all the assets I got, selling everything, and just going to try and buy a plot of land or a house even. Although I don't think a house will ever happen. They cost too much, and there's just not a chance in hell I'll ever be able to afford one. And given that I'm off work right now for my third knee surgery in the last 4 years, my body's kind of giving out. Surgeon says I can't just keep working all these 12, 14, 16-hour shifts on hard concrete all day. I'm a much bigger guy. It puts a lot of everything on my knees. Pressure, weight, obviously. Let's see. I guess it really just would be stress and weight, pressure when you gotta do things. Damn it, our caps are open again. I need to start checking these more often. They seem to just do that repeatedly anymore. I don't know when this became a bug that was happening often, but I can't say I'm very thrilled with it. Cause yeah, it's more often than not now that I'm finding these open, and they just do it randomly. It's not like I can figure out when it happens and fix it. Do I seriously not have enough juice to start? Man, I really didn't know if we were going to get started there. I know I'm using an underpowered battery, but damn. Yeah, being I finally had enough money to upgrade my computer, and considering that my last upgrade was 2011, I went all out, dumped a good bit of money into it, about 3K. Oh, I'm hungry and thirsty. I forgot to eat the last stop. We'll have to go to these two radio towers. They should have at least one can of food, and I know they'll have drink. But yeah, I figured I finally got the computer upgrade I needed. Finally got a little bit in the way of time off thanks to surgeries. So I figured why not try and start up the YouTube channel again. It's always been my dream anyways. The trick will be trying to keep at the YouTube thing when I get back to work. If they don't just straight up fire me, I know that the company I work for has already emptied out my locker while I've been gone. So I don't expect to have a job for very long once I get back. Maybe a day or two before they come up with some bogus reason to let me go. Just one of the things you gotta deal with, I guess. They let all these companies have the right of employment or right to hire. I forget the way it's worded. Basically means they could fire you or hire you without notice at will. At will employment, that's what it was. You give all these companies that much power, give the whole states right of or employment at will. I just said what it was and I already forgot. At will employment. Then you just get all these dog shit, no moral companies. Like one of the guys I was working with, he was dying of cancer, and they pointed him for going to chemo because he needed the day off to go and do his chemo, and they ended up denying it, and he still went. Like he gave him notice well in advance. Like he gave him a whole chemo schedule for months ahead of time, and they denied almost every single one of them. So he was just they called it no call, no show half the time, and the other half he did call, and he said, well, he called in, and it's like, dude's dying of cancer. You can't show any sympathy to him. And their response was a look of confusion as like, when did numbers talk back? And then usually if you brought up anything like that, you were on their shit list. Currently where I'm at, they were trying to get rid of me before my knee surgery. And thankfully it didn't happen. I got off first before they could fire me. But I'm pretty sure they were going to fire me my last day before surgery. And I ended up not going into work that day because I told my surgeon what the situation was, and he said, "I'm just gonna do you a favor here," and he just took me off of work a day earlier than planned to get prepped for surgery. So that was nice, at least. It meant I was actually rested and everything and ready for surgery. Made surgery go smoother instead of going into surgery like 4 hours after work. But yeah, I am, about 60, 70% positive that they were going to fire me that day. Because they had really laid it on thick the day before about how I need to speed up and not get behind and spend less time leaned on something for support. And it's like I was walking on a blown out knee. I wasn't supposed to be working at all, but you denied letting me off of work. So I ended up working on it for about a month and a half, 2 months, until it had to just, while I was working, just decide, okay, I'm gonna stop talking to my work. Went behind their back, went talked with my surgeon, got everything looked at, and then they only figured out that, hey, look, he's going through with the surgery anyways. Uh, about 7 days before I actually went and had surgery, I got all of my short-term paperwork and everything ready way before they could stop me. I'm on back window. You got the window for that car. I actually need this engine oil. What about the roof? Alright, what about out back? Well, damn. Oh yeah, front, back, windshield, then I have the engine on the roof. Has 3 parts. Golf. I'm not gonna crane into that pole today. Yeah, I decided that I don't care if it's cheating. I'm gonna start using that N button when it's just not gonna turn and slam me into a pole. Nope, I was looking at stream. Damn. How many parts did I lose? How many parts did I lose? Come on, no, don't be a lot. Oh, it's a lot. I hope I can find them all. Why does my hood look funny? Why isn't it the same color anymore? Or is it just a light? If I can't find all these parts, I'm gonna reload a save. Yeah, I don't know why I'm wasting my time. Let's just reload the save. So what if it's cheaty? Here, 84, that ain't too far back. It's only like 6 kilometers back. Okay, we're back. So, shift tabbing while moving in between menus and everything locked my computer up. I ended up having to just shut it off, turn it back on. So, oh, how far back does this go? Do I restart the whole run? Or do I just go from where we crashed? I'll just go from where we crashed. Then I will figure out how to put these two videos together. It hopefully won't be too hard. It'll be my first try at doing any kind of editing. So where are we? How far back did we go? Let's check and see if these caps are open. They're not, so let's make sure they stay closed. Alright, let's go and let's go get these last few kilometers in. Oh great, now I have no idea where I'm going. Up there. Yeah, we wrecked into a pole at like 290. So that means I can probably skip these stops. It should have all the same stuff. I won't though. I'll stop really quick just in case to confirm it. If it is all the same stuff, then yeah, we'll go ahead and drive right on to about where we were before. Well, this don't look like the same stuff. I'm stuck right now. I think that's the right. Or is that the white again? I think that's the white again. Yeah, I think that's the white, not the silver. Alright, so no, it is different spawns now. But yeah, we got 15 kilometers to go. Like I said, I will, hell or high water, I'll figure out how to merge these two. It may not be a pretty merge, but I'll figure out how to merge these two videos. Instead of posting one like 50-minute, 40-minute, whatever, and then one 10-minute. But yeah, apparently, shift tabbing and stuff between the game loading menus and everything with OBS running in the back and all that stuff just completely locked my computer up. I was on a solid black screen. After about 5 minutes of nothing, I gave up, shut it off, turned it back on. It didn't corrupt. I already went through and checked the other footage. It didn't corrupt it. Audio's not funky. It just cut. So it instantly cut connection to OBS. That's the first time I've ever had any crash on my new computer. That was the first one. I don't see anything. That was the wrong car over there. Where'd it go? Next stop, I'll stop and fill up my hunger in the water again. Whether it's a billboard or an actual stop. I wonder. I'm gonna have to do some Googling to figure out how to actually merge two videos. I don't know if OBS has a way for me to do it on there or what. I'm not sure. There's a place that'll have food. Oh, I about ran myself over. I'll fill up my health too while I'm here. Now let's see. Is there anything while I'm here? Just do a quick run around. No. Yeah, you see this second part, I only think it's going to be about 10 minutes. I don't know why I keep saying second part. I guess it'll give context to anybody that actually watches through the video. Any luck? Not looking like it. Is there any gold paint? No. I think that is a silver though. the wrong car. It won't have my parts. There's a lot of stops in one little spot here. One there, and now a tower here. No, 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 no. I'm stuck. Why are we stuck? Why are we stuck? If I just couldn't reverse there, it wouldn't let me. Weird. Well, we've got about 3.5 kilometers to go. I reckon we'll get another stop or two, and that'll be it. Then we'll end it, and I'll go figure out how to merge these two videos together. Then it should be uploaded about, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours later. No reason to be there. Alright. No, I don't have anybody in the stream chat. Didn't look like anybody was watching anyways. So at least I didn't inconvenience anybody live. Well, that is 300. Still no luck with our back window, unfortunately. But we'll give it another shot tomorrow. Hopefully again around the same time, 9, 10 o'clock. And let me save quick. I suppose that's all. Hope everyone has a good day, good night, and a good life.